But check out, here's D. Gerard. Give it a second just like this. Listen. Don't forget who's taking you home. It was all you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me.
Singing fulfills me. As a kid, I first started performing at 9 years old. In 2009, I was diagnosed with heart failure. As my health was going down, I started having more problems.
When I met Dana, he had very severe heart failure, but also had much worse symptoms. If he tried to walk, he would get out of breath with very minimal exertion. Congestive heart failure, it's when patients usually have a weak heart and they build up too much fluid in their body, and then they get very short of breath because basically their lungs get filled up with water.
It takes effect on the body when you don't eat right, you don't get the proper sleep. When I wasn't feeling good, I would never let my audience know. And I sang until I couldn't do it no more. I went in the hospital and started seeking for other avenues of getting better.
Dana was performing in Las Vegas and became ill. They actually started evaluating him to see if he would be a candidate for heart transplantation. They recognized that it'd be better if he did have a heart transplant that he should do it close to his home, and asked him to come to UT Southwestern.
First, I was exhausted. Then I was excited to be able to come back home. I went into UT Southwestern August 10th, 2014, and got out March 24th, 2015.
If you take a patient like Dana was, half the patients would only live 1 year. He had to be maintained on an intravenous drip of medication that was basically keeping him alive while we were waiting for the donor heart to become available for him.
Some of the nurses and some of the doctors found that I was a singer and entertainer in Vegas. They wanted to hear me sing.
He would sing and he would get so animated that we could see on his telemetry, his heart rate would start to go up. And literally I was hoping, finish the song, finish the song.
Even though my health was failing, I needed to motivate myself in order to continue on in life. So I was able to show off a little bit what I could while I was in that hospital room daily.
Dana did have another major medical problem. He had very advanced kidney disease. He required a combined heart-kidney transplant. And that's really where it was beneficial that he came to UT Southwestern, because we have the expertise that we can do combined organ transplants.
I can remember that day so clearly. I was excited, scared, but more excited than scared. My heart transplant was less than 3 hours. Then I got my kidney 3 o'clock that afternoon from the same donor. When I woke up, I was breathing so easy, it felt like, in my mind, I was like, am I alive? Because I couldn't feel my heart beating because I was so used to feeling the heartbeat, struggling to breathe.
Imagine being so sick that you can't even walk a block. And now all of a sudden you're restored and you can go back to working and do the things he loves to do.
In order to not be in the situation that I was in, you got to think about situations before they happen.
What might contribute to heart failure is if you have long-standing high blood pressure. If you're obese, you want to lose weight, you want to exercise, you want to eat healthy.
Life has new meaning now to me. I feel good now. I remember when the time I couldn't even put on my shoes. When I didn't think I could make it, here I am, I made it.
Being part of the heart transplant team is an emotional experience. Our patients, they're not patients, they're friends.
I live one day at a time because tomorrow is not promised. I'm gonna enjoy this minute, this moment now. I'm very excited. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.